El... ¿Dónde caramba? Este tipo me dijo que eso se consigue y yo no sé dónde caramba. Venga, cállate. Este tipo quiere faltar. O sea, la mitad de todo esto. ¿Qué es esto? No, cállate, tú también. No puede ser. Ven aquí tú. Tú. Tío, Pepe, voy a matar. Ay, qué emoción. No sé si llorar, ¿verdad? Mira, tú tipo. ¡Uh! ¡Uh! Necesito dos más de esto, ¿verdad? No me acuerdo ni que yo necesito. ¿Viste que este tipo tiene estas cosas? Así se hace. Tú solamente coges esto, tú robas y ya está. Estoy escuchando algo de donde vive Ningwan. Bájenle, porque les prometo. Es este tipo que necesita. Por lo menos ya tengo. Qué pendejo. No me interesa. Alguien que yo pueda subir ahora. Es que quiero a alguien. Quiero subir a alguien. Menos tú. Todavía no te puedo subir. Peor. Cialín. No, yo no voy a hacer eso. Tengo que ir al baño, Dios mío. Le hago pánico. Dios mío que sí. Yo no soy así. Dios mío, por fin de 3 años. Está sudado, Dios mío. Aquí va a estar el Child. Ay, Dios mío, yo no quiero... ¡Au! Me tiene la nariz. Ay. Que God damn, bro, why are you so ugly?
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the permafrost. But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Espérate. The what?
Child is currently at Leoli Pavilion.
The what? Espérate. The Ahí sale otra persona que llamó con todo y fucking corazón.
Oh, Paimon knows this
Nadie
one.
te preguntó.
There are two styles of cooking in Liyue, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries, but neither has emerged as the clear winner. The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Liyue Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face to face with the Shinue Kiosk, which is the flagship restaurant of the Yue style. Don't talk to Paimon like that! Anyway, Paimon's hungry.
¿Cuándo
Let's
no?
get moving.
Tengo que ir al baño. Shayo. Tengo que ir al baño. Así que yo vengo ahora.
What should I put in my letter? 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 The boat can't be long now. The boat can't be long now. The boat can't be long now. The boat can't be long now.
Cuisine will surely prevail in this year's
The boat can't be long now.
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
Your cuisine is disgusting.
The boat can't be long now.
Yue cuisine will surely prevail in this year's masterful chefs.
Some new items in.
The boat can't be long now.
Your cuisine is disgusting.
Yue cuisine will surely prevail in this year's masterful chefs.
The boat can't be long now.
Yue cuisine will surely prevail in this year's masterful chefs.
The boat can't be long now.
Hello. Tardé demasiado, perdón, es que me estaba haciendo popcorn. Y yo no sé por qué, si yo no como ni popcorn de aquí, pero tengo hambre. ¡Child! Perdón, no puedo gritar. Ay, Dios mío.
Aha, you made it.
No.
As promised, I found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liu Qixing would hide the Geo Archon's vessel.
Bitch.
So, where is he? In Lily Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liu custom.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the
No. No. Ya me puedo comprarme un momento, Dios mío. Ay, papacito. Ay, ¿cómo es? No. ¡Ay, mi iPod! No. Uy, espera.
Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhong Li, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui. Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times.
No
Let's
puede
just say they
ser.
understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
No
It
puede
is an
ser.
honor to meet you.
Yo.
I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Sí.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving dealing with people?
Indeed. It is as you have guessed.
Ooh.
The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business.
No puede ser.
Ostensibly.
Ajá.
Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhong Li because...
Because
Jungle.
I can bring you to see Rex Lapis' vessel.
Ay, Dios. Ay, Dios.
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang.
La mommy.
But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhong Li has
Pardon.
to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend.
Yo aquí pensando como las locas, el control va a estar súper grasoso.
You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. Archons go by many names. The god of contracts, the god of commerce, the warrior god, Morax, Rex Lapis. Is the idea that he also has the title of Adeptus so strange? As you have seen, the time
Bye.
of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this
Cuidadito con lo que digas de
It is
Ningguang,
sacrilege.
papá.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Be aside or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animal Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo Archon's last rites?
A wise decision. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone
Cuidadito.
from accessing Rex Lapis' vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the seven.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again. If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
Ok, pero yo quiero ver a Ningguang.
Alright, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more
No te
drinks
pregunto.
and get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime.
Tipo bruto. No puedo dejar. ¿Dónde está mi...? Tengo sed. Ajá, ah. Dios mío, bruto.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon... I see. So you're that sort of person.
¿Tienes un problema?
It's not a bad thing. But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's
No, embuste me gusta más y huye. Por igual.
Organizing the right party should
Y por
prove to
Jiran,
be
y
an
por Beidou.
enlightening part of your travels.
Solamente digo.
Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here.
De pronto.
Mingguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng funeral parlor's connections.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure. These are the advance funds the Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow.
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prize Noctilucus jade worth.
Yo quiero ir para allá arriba, porque allá arriba está bien.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my
Cállate.
good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No, we're here for...
Noctilucus jade, of radiant grade to very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucus Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rexlocus doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well.
Claro
If
que
it
vas a ir a
were
tu
me, the answer
domingo.
would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all.
You act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again! Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the more if we buy them all?
¿Qué?
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora.
What?
All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
What? So loaded that he doesn't even bother hunting for a bargain.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat control was poor.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated.
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous jade is a mystical stone used to light up the darkness, and so its brightness is the important thing. It is the moon. Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior pyroaffinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality. I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you. Now, all that's left is to put it into practice.
Priceless, huh? Paimon's just sad that we might never be able to use it again.
Yo quiero ver a ningún, yo no quiero hacer esto.
We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Mi amor.
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? Not buying? Come now, my good friends. We can still discuss this.
No.
Negotiation is key to trade, would you
No.
say?
Eso es de ningún, no es mío.
How about this? I can take a small sample of all three. I'll take
Yeah.
a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry, I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
Quiero ir
All
para
right,
China.
take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
Stingy? I've already been very generous. Any more,
Cállate.
and you may as well have my neck.
Dale.
Wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Nonetheless, under the right conditions, these thin slices will serve.
What sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from
No
within.
tengo hydro.
This way, the samples
Well.
will not disintegrate immediately.
¿Qué hydro?
Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out.
Eso está súper lejos.
Paimon remembers we once saw this big pot down at the Data Upa Gorge in the
Yo creo que
camp of
hydro
the
es
hilly
lo de...
trolls from the Meaty tribe. Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move.
La no puede estar más lejos, gorda. Madre. Está bien, pero el de Xianling está al ladito. ¿Qué es eso? Gay. Ah.
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of Pastores is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
No puede ser. Estos idiotas cocinan aquí.
That's the pot! It looks like the hilichurls are still using it. It's a bit impolite, but we gotta cut the line.
Wind strike. Fine. Wind
Che
strike.
gordo.
There's still soup in here. These hilichurls sure have big appetites. This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and begin our experiment. We're ready to go. Paimon will help remember which one of the three is which. Use Pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need.
Eso es de hielo.
Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is. So, pay close attention. Let it rain. Whoa, that light came from the first one.
Déjame usar a esta tipa.
Hilichurls are surrounding us again. Were they attracted by the light?
Me chavé, yo estoy muerta, yo estoy muerta, yo estoy muerta, yo estoy muerta.
Take care of them and continue again after.
Este tipo, Dios mío.
Time to go.
Vamos por cualquier cosa. Party setup, jeje. Qué cara va. Sacar a esta tipa. Voy a poner a
This
caixa.
will be interesting.
¿Eh? Esta tipa.
That light came from the second note to Lucas Jade, didn't it? More hilichurls? They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food.
¡Casual! Este tipo está bien malo.
Wind strike. Time to go.
Y este tipo de pelea de tan... Por eso mismo es que pelea de tan fucking lejos el tipo.
Wind strike.
Oh, that's bright! Too bright! That was the third note to Lucas Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
Las cosas que yo, Dios mío, por mí. Había un teleport waypoint más al frente y no me había fijado. No puede ser. Estúpida. O si no se llama una flor de... Pero cállate, en verdad. No sé por qué tanto, pero yo soy Adriana.
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like?
Exactly! That's the one Paimon remembers too!
No problem. If you have your eye...
Then we'll take a box of the third type.
Done. All the same, pardon me for asking, but I'm curious. Whatever do you need this much top-quality Noctilucous jade for?
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make implements for the rite of parting.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them. This means that Rex Lapis really is... Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have always been under his protection. It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights. Alas, all things must pass. Well, if this is to be used to say farewell to Rex Lapis, then I shall sell this to you at half the price.
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such a thing.
I'm sure Rex Lapis...
In the safe hands of the Liyue Chieftain and
Cuidadito.
good, honest merchants such as yourself, I, for one, believe that Liyue will continue to prosper, as it always has done.
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this? I'll practically be giving away all my fortune at this rate.
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctil...
Hey, wait a minute! He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to do that, too. Let me see. As I thought, I didn't bring any.
Any what?
Mora. My apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, wait! Didn't Child give us some advanced funds earlier? That's a relief. Have a look.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though, to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite enough.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Eugene Terrace. That's where we plan to hold the rite.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single Mora.
I will do my best. You have my thanks.
No, pero yo quiero venir, yo quiero ir para allá arriba y tú me estás haciendo... Ay, ya, cállate, en verdad. Hay que subir otra vez para donde Child. Brinca, brinca, brinca. Güey, yo quiero ver a ningún. Ah, mírala ahí. Claro, sí, pero no podía ser más lejos, Dios mío. Ah, aquí fue donde lo de Ningguang.
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of parting?
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making preparations for the rite. The Liu Chising have agreed to this arrangement.
Ah, está bien, ya iba a decir otra vez, cuidadito.
Should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? We might get caught by the Millilith. Although with that said, since we got back from Dway and Karst, none of those pesky Millilith soldiers have come chasing after us. Wonder what that's about. Also, the, Rex Lacus vessel...
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli. So, was this Exuvia hidden away by the Chising?
Cuidadito con lo que dice de Ningguang. Ok, gracias.
One must think that they already have someone in
Falta en
mind.
medio, tú.
Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here. These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to help will probably only add to their troubles. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint into that. All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there.
Wow! Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits Morax. But why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available. Perhaps but this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation once in a while is not unacceptable. In Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers outside their remit. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes? Where'll we get those? Do we buy them?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. The quality of the silk flowers we require is also special. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. Its scent, however, is most elegant, and is especially suited for solemn events, like giving offerings to gods and adepti.
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society again.
We shall not speak of
Ay,
the details
Dios
now.
mío,
Follow me.
vi el
We shall
cielo.
go to the merchants to purchase our ingredients.
Oye, comprarlo. ¿Qué caramba yo hice? Mi amor, esto, tú no haces esto, tú solamente scrambeas. Pero ¿por qué tan va abajo? Dios mío, no me tienes alto. Está bien, hay un bot aquí al lado. A que me muero por tu culpa. Me estoy cansando y yo no tengo paciencia, Dios mío. No puede fucking ser. ¿Quién me escribió? Ay, Dios mío, yo voy a llorar. Kaj kasuhaja. Ah.
Hey, boss, do you sell silk flowers here?
Silk flowers? We certainly do. Which kind would
Ese
you
tipo yo
like?
lo he visto como 4 veces.
Which kind? The good kind? The best kind? Remind Paimon what kinds there are again.
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always
Cuidadito.
coming in here with your stupid question.
Golden
my.
House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning.
Este tipo
One of
sabe de
each to
todo.
start with, if you don't mind.
My goodness, this gentleman is
Nadie
quite
te
the
preguntó.
connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute. Now then, please peruse at your leisure. Do let me know if you have any further thoughts.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how
Ya
their
vieron otra vez
environmental
de
conditions
este,
differ
Dios
from their
mío.
ancestral habitat. Nevertheless, these are fine specimens, excellently preserved. Just look at the abundant foliage here, and these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain is an evergreen,
Mira, hay
and
algo
mostly
ahí.
grows under complex hydrological conditions. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, it is distinguished by the profusion of petals and densely packed stamens, though its powerful scent gives it away just as easily. Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal, and when in season, it has a subtle yet enduring scent. It was first discovered by the ancients when they scaled the mountains in search of the Adepti. Silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history. Most are not grown by horticulturalists.
Ay,
Wow, a true connoisseur. Most of that was news even to me.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot in every corner of the world.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble.
demasiado.
Which silk flower did you want anyway?
I'll take them all, boss.
Ya empezó este.
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. The same logic applies when purchasing a pet bird. But this silk flower purchase is not an analogous case. The same logic does not apply. Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower when making an offering to a statue of the seven. Like several other tedious and complicated traditions, this one has become simplified over time. But this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the seven in 3,700 years.
Diablo.
As such,
Estás bien viejo.
I do think we should honor tradition down to the last detail in this case. Now that's settled, a question.
Este tipo.
Do you have any mora on you?
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offering to the Lord of Geo himself?
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? I heard the awful news about what happened at this year's Rite of Dissension. It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since. I'm worried that everything I've heard is true. Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, they're free of charge. Just don't forget to pass on my regards.
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if not for Rex Lapis. If he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares, they'd only be worth a fraction of what I can sell them for today.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo appearances in support of local businesses.
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I say that your generosity has saved our skins.
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money.
Please, it's the least I could do.
Qué nice.
So, now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Ideally, with the help of an expert.
Ay, este
Unfortunately,
tipo.
none of my acquaintances have personal experience in the art of decoction.
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk, especially women.
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice-smelling ladies to
No
talk
puede
to?
ser.
Paimon likes this job.
¿Qué?
I will wait for you near the statue of the seven. Meet me there when the perfume...
Este
Maybe we can find
estúpido.
some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's Blonde! She's master of the Liyue branch, right?
¿Quién? La carambejeza. ¡Ah! No puede ser. Me voy a mugrir. ¡No! Ay, Dios mío. Dime que yo... Ah, está bien. Fuck you. Huepa. Hola, baby. Catherine, baby.
We need to ask you for a favor.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventurer.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny...
Wow. Just wow. Do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume to you? I think you're underestimating the kind of person I am.
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lon. What's your secret if not perfume?
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. What is that scent? Oh, it must be from the Genshin flowers I picked on the way back. I forgot I still had them with me.
Aha! The truth is out. Lon's got a soft spot for wildflowers.
No, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about perfume, try talking to Chief.
The fortune teller, right? I'm on faith, Lon. See you around.
Hello. How may I help?
We've come to ask you a question.
Perfume? I rarely think to use it, let alone about how to make it myself. That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps that's the cause of this confusion. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague. Because Celestia forbids
That's the worst thing.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Yingar's homemade perfume?
Yinger? Oh, as in scent of spring, Yinger?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them.
Great! This is just the intel we need.
Tengo un contrato grasoso. Y eso todo lovebirds. Ay, por fin te encontré.
You found me at last. I've been waiting
¿Verdad que
for
sí?
you.
¿Qué?
What? How did you know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad people?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet in the future if you don't want word to get around. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind? 3 in one go. My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling ammunition? Ay, 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 who let this tiger out of the cage? Well, with your looks, who can blame you? If you've got it, flaunt it. As one of my favorite poems goes. Oh, cherry tree, the
Ahí te pregunto.
In short, I'm happy to have... So, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume? You mean Wan Min Restaurant? Good choice.
Perdón, Jungling, en verdad. ¿Qué? No puede ser. ¿Por dónde yo voy?
I've had a word with Chef Mao. Are you ready to please me?
What did you...
I meant make me proud. As my assistant, obviously.
Yo no soy tu asistente, idiota.
You can go and fetch some water.
Fuck you. Te vaya. Como ya no quiere hacer las cosas rápido, man.
This water will do nicely. Now, I need you to extract the silk flower essence using a crafting bench. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, take hold of the mortar and pestle. gently
Ay, ya tú me
does
estás
it.
dando sueño.
You need to keep your wrist firm so your hand doesn't slip.
Me te pregunto.
Now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out.
¿Qué? Chica, tú estás bien.
Ooh, you're a natural, like a fish to water.
Esta me da vibes de Lisa, en
Now
verdad.
take these and try it out on your own using a nearby crafting bench.
En verdad, yo no entendí lo que había que
Don't
hacer,
forget
pero
to
no me
do all
interesa.
three. They look visually identical during the essence extraction
Me te
process.
pregunto. ¿Dónde caramba hay que ir? ¡Ea! Ay, esto es lo que tengo que hacer, ¿qué? ¡Ah! Espérate que yo necesito esto. ¿Qué gay? ¿Qué tal? Cabrón, necesita. Picha, ella necesita esto, pero yo tengo el de este, eso estoy bien. Me faltan estas dos cosas. Que esto se encuentra en Inasumas. Embuste. Lo que se encuentra en Inazuma es esto. Eso es lo que se encuentra en Inazuma. De cabrón. Estúpida. ¿Por qué yo soy así, Dios mío? ¿Qué yo hice? Cago en la agua. Pues esquivo. Yo estoy tocando una teta.
Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower essence.
Esta tipa,
On
Dios
to the next
mío.
stage, the most important one of all. The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat until most of the water has boiled off. You must take care to control the heat during this process. If the temperature goes too high, it will affect the scent. So please focus on controlling the heat. This is the final step. Don't waste a drop of that essence now. We want all of it in there. All three perfumes are ready. And you, my friend, were a wonderful assistant.
Yo no soy tu asistente, pues te lo
A
digo.
testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent?
No.
Who wants to hear this?
This first one is the second one is finally the all clear. Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin the good. Be sure to come
Está
visit if you ever need
Está
help.
cabrón. No puede ser.
I'll
A saber
leave
que
you
ninguno
with the
lee.
one who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously should be careful not to go overboard.
Lupin, yo me quedé bien, me quedé sin parada,
Come
tranqui.
hang out with me at Scent of Spring sometime, okay?
No,
Let's take
no.
these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Johnny's brought...
Pero, ¿por qué tan lejos? Perdón, es que estoy escuchando algo. Dame vida. No le des a lo de Regener... Emily me va haciendo esto y yo creo que me mata.
We've brought the perfumes. Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
Oh, you're back. Don't worry, I haven't waited long.
Mentira.
Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief
Pero es que,
moment.
Rex, ¿qué?
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
Tú. Si eres tú.
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfumes?
3 sets.
¿Viste?
Not one.
¡Ay! Me di duro. Eso es este
Thank you,
tipo.
both.
Mira, mírale.
Let us
Mírale,
offer them
mira. Mira. El de esto abajo.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said this is the second kind. It's got an elf. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a favorite of mature ladies.
Eso es este tipo.
What was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually an older lady?
Perhaps. Perhaps.
Eres tú. Porque mírale las de esto abajo. Tiene escamas.
Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
Ese es él.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon form, and... Let's hope the Chising can catch the real killer.
We
Mi
can leave
novia
that to the
mi
authorities.
novia.
Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our preparation. What's next?
Next, I would like the two of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
Este tipo me tiene cansado.
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell. She lives near Yujing Terrace. If you ask her, she will know what to do.
Sure, but aren't you going to come with us?
Ah, I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person. Please, do this for me.
Es que él es Rex Lapis. Mírale. Lápiz, ay Dios. Mírale la
Why
escama
is he gotta be so
abajo.
secretive this time?
Mira. Cómo está actuando. Y mira. Mira cómo él mira para arriba. Qué cabrón. Es que no se parece. Son una... No es como Venti. Con Venti se parece demasiado. Hombre. Lávate esos pies, por favor. Caso a las ruedas, por favor. Cooperativa. Yo voy a dormir un rato. Mañana puedo seguir haciendo esto. ¿Sabes qué? ¿Qué es esto que yo estoy haciendo? De hecho, si mañana voy a terminar esto porque me está dando un sueño de madre. Si se me quita el sueño, pues vengo otra vez. Hasta la próxima.